Guys, welcome to my channel Code with Patrix. So guys, in today's video we are going to see what is variable and data types in Python. So in our last video we have seen how to download this Python file and this PyCharm in our system. So in this today video I'm also going to tell you how to use this PyCharm. So let's get started. So after downloading the PyCharm, so when you open the PyCharm, it will show you such kind of window in your system. So let's see. First, we are going to create a new project in this PyCharm for running our Python code. So for that, we are going to this file option. When we click on it, you can see that the first option is that create a new project. We are going to click on it. So after clicking, you have to simply give create and it will ask you to continue in this window or whether it will open a new PyCharm window. So for now we are going to continue in this window only. So after loading it will show you such kind of window. So we are going to close this main.py. It is nothing. It is a pre-existing file in this Python project. So we are going to create now a Python file. So for that we are going to right click on it and we are going to create a new. So you can see that here is option called Python file. After clicking on it, it will ask you to enter a file name. What kind of name should you prefer for your file? I am giving a practice one. So when I enter, you can see that our Python practice file have been created. So in this only we are going to run our Python code. So first of all, let's see what is this variables in Python. So I will give you some example related to your kitchen in your house. For example, in your kitchen, you are having three containers and in each containers you will store three different types of item in it. So similarly in Python for storing values we use this variable which helps to store value in the program. Whenever we run a program we will store some value in a variable and we call that variable which provide us the output. So I will show you how to declare a variable. For that we can keep the name of variable whatever we want. Okay, so you can have a variable name whatever you want. I am giving you a variable shortly where. So for assigning value, I am going to give this equal to, and for us, and after that you can give whatever value you want. Suppose it should contain a number. So you can see here how I've stored how I declared a variable and how I have stored a value in it. So I have named a variable called var, and for assigning value I have used this equal to symbol, and after that I have stored value 12 in it. So this I have done. So if you want to see its output, how we will do it? So we will use for that a print function. It is a built-in function in Python which helps to run our code. So whatever you have stored in your variable, if you want to see its output, then in you will use this function called print and you will give the variable name. So I have given the name where. So when I run this, okay, first we will select your current file. So it has came to this practice one file now. So after running it, it will show us the value which I will store in this var. So you can see that here it is showing 12 because in this var variable which we have created, it is containing this 12 value. So this is what a variable used for. Variable is used for storing value in a program. So whatever value you want to store, you can store it in a variable, and that variable can be contain any name. Whatever name you want to give your variable, you can give it. I can create a variable name called A B or C, whatever I want. Suppose I am creating a variable name Apple. This also I can do. For assigning value, I am using this equal to, and suppose I am storing a value in it. That is I am giving that what is apple? Apple it is a fruit. Okay. So fruit. So when I run it for that I will use print and I will give the variable name that is apple. So apple is containing that value that it is a fruit. So when I run it, so it will give us the output that it is a fruit. So I can store any type of value in a variable. Okay, variable is used for storing value in a program. So you have noticed here that I have stored this number without this double quotes that this is called as a double quotes. So you I have not used here. I will tell you that. So if you are storing a number in a variable, then it do not require the double quotes. If you are storing alphabets, that is letters in a variable, then it require the double quote. So if I try to run this without the double quote, you can see that it is showing an error. It means that it is an error. So you can see that it is showing as a red line. So when I try to run this, you can see that it will give us an error. So you can see that it is giving us an error here that saying invalid syntax. So that means we have to use this double quotes here. So when I put this double quote, it will be get successfully executed. Okay, I hope you all understood what is variable, and now we are going to words data type. So you can see that we have learned how to create a variable. So now let's see what is data type. Data type is nothing but what type of data you are storing in a variable, that is known as a data type. For example, here I have created a variable called var and I have assigned a value number. So variable which contain a number, it is called as a int data type. So what type of data you are storing here, that is known as a integer. So data type means what type of data have been stored in a variable. So here I have stored a number. Number means integer. So you in your lower classes you have been studying this subject max. In that you have been studying what is integer, what is natural number, what is whole number and all. So integer means we count this number, that is positive, negative number or fractional numbers also we consider as a integer in the mathematics. So if you want to be a good programmer, then you should have a basic knowledge about max and all, because max is very important in this programming and all. So you can see that here I have stored a number and it is known as a data type int. So how we will know that, how we will check that it is a data type integer only? For that there is a function called type. This is a built-in function in Python which helps to check what type of data we are storing in our variable. So we are going to use that. So for that, suppose I want to check the data type of apple. So let's check. For that, I will use here inside the print. I will use this type function and I will open this bracket that is called as parenthesis, and which variable I want to check, that variable name I will specify here. I want to specify know what type of data is stored in apple, so I'm giving a name apple here. So when I run here, it you can see that it will show as a data type as a string, because in program whatever value, if you are storing in this double quotes, it will be considered as a string. Okay, so let's convert this also string. So if you're storing this number in this double quote, then also it will be get executed. But this data type will be considered as a string. So when I run this, you can see here I will use here also type function and I will give var. So when I run it, you can see that it will be give a data type as string. So both variables have been containing a data type that is string. So when you run this without the double quote, the number will be considered as a integer. So you can see here So this is the difference. You can store this value numbers without the double quotes or along the double quotes. That nothing matters. But when it comes to the alphabet, that is characters, so you cannot run this without the double quotes. In that it will give the error. So you have seen the value, whatever have been stored in this double quotes, it have been considered as a string. So let's see further. So let's erase it all, and we are going to create another variable that where 2 and suppose another variable b equal to, or I will give this variable as a equal to 12 and another variable b equal to 15. So we are going to compare it. We are going to say at print a is greater than b. So here I am doing a comparison between this. So guess what type of output we will get. So let's run it. So you can see that in output we have got false. Why false? Because we are doing a comparison here. So in mathematics you have been studied this, that we are comparing, we are asking this program that A is greater than B. We are doing a comparison here between these two variables. So you can say that A is containing a value 12 and B is 15. So when we are saying that 12 is greater than 15, which is a false condition. That's why program has given us a false. So the if we get a value in a true or false condition, that is known as a Boolean expression. So I hope you understand what is Boolean. I will repeat it once again. If you are doing a comparison between two variables, so I will write here, if you are doing, if you are doing comparison between two variable, and if we get the output in true or false condition, that is known as Boolean Boolean data type. It also Boolean is also comes under the data type. So we are getting a output in a true or false condition, that is known as a Boolean expression. Okay, so you can see that I will tell you one more thing in it. So I will in the last of this video, I will tell you about this comment and all. So now I am going to simply cut it all. I hope you all understand this Boolean. Okay. So let's see what is further what type of variable values we can store in the variable. So I'm going to create another variable, and I am going to store a value in this square bracket. So let's see what will happen. So you can see that I have stored some value. Okay, so let's give some space between these values and all. Okay, so this has been done. So let's see what type of data I will show there. For that, I will use this print statement, and I will use this function called a type, and I will give variable name C. So when I run it, you can see that it will show us the list. So data type will be get as a list. So the value whatever which you are storing in the square bracket, okay, the value whichever you are storing in the square bracket, it will be considered as a list, because list is also a special type of variable in a programming which helps to store multiple types of value in a single variable. So you can store what type of value you want in this. You can store integer, or you can store this decimal values, or you can store this string, that is. Okay, you can run whatever you want. So you can see that it will be show us the data type list here, and I will show you this using print also. You can see that it will show the output properly. So you can see that. So list is a special type of variable which helps to store different kinds of value in a single variable. Okay. So I hope you understand the list. Whatever value you save in the square bracket or you store in the square bracket, it will be considered as a list data type. So now let's see what is a tuple data type. There is a one more data type called tuple. So let's see, I will create another variable d equal to, if I store value in this round bracket, that is parenthesis. For example, 1, 2, or example, hello, hello. Okay. So when I print it, okay, when I print d, you can see that I will get the output properly. So you can see that I've got the output property properly. So let's check its data type. For that, I will use this function called type, and I will give the variable name d. Okay, when I run it, so you can see that it is showing a data type as tuple. So tuple is also similar to list, which helps to store multiple types of value in a single variable. In next video we will see the deep explanation of a list and a tuple. So now you simply understand there are two special type of variables known as a lister and another is tuple, which helps to store different kinds of value in a single variable. So in the further video we will see more deep explanations about our list and tuple. So let's see what all different types of value we can store. Okay, let's create another variable e and we will store a 12.34. So I have stored a value in a decimal here. So let's see what type it shows. So when I enter here and when I execute it, so you can see that it is showing as a float here. So whatever value, if you are storing in a decimal, that is considered as a float data type in a programming language. What? So I hope you all understand these data types and variable and all. So one more time, I will explain you everything in a short. Okay, so let's see that one more time. Okay, first, uh, if you're storing a value, if you're storing a number in a variable, it will be considered as an int. Okay. Second, if you're storing a number as a decimal, it will be considered as a float. Okay. Third, if you are storing a value in this square bracket, then it will be considered as a list. Okay. Fourth, if you are storing a value in this round bracket, that is parenthesis, it will be considered as a tuple. Okay, and fifth, that is, if you are doing a comparison between two variable, that is a is greater than b or b is equals to c. So if it gives an output in the true or false, then it it is a data type boolean. Okay, I hope you all understood this. So if you all like this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment below. So thank you for watching.